Alright, so today is August 8th, 2022. It is Monday and it is also day 182 of Blender. And yesterday I did this text animation, like daycare text animation, where the letters are kind of like going up and down. It's like a bouncy effect in Geometry Nodes. And someone suggested to make the letters wiggle. Now, I've never done something like this before. The closest that I got to it is maybe like the shook text, like I'm sure, but that's not really wiggling, it's just moving like back and forth on the x-axis. I don't know, I'll see if I can do it. So I'll go to Geometry Nodes, click on this, and then the first things first, I want them to be, if I want them to wiggle, it's more on the x-axis so that they move. Let me play it. So I'll change it to x-axis and then I'll play it so now they go like right next to each other, kind of like that. It's going to be more of a swinging effect than a wiggle effect, honestly. And then if I go to Geometry Nodes, I can maybe change, kind of increase the character spacing so that they're not bumping into each other that much. So maybe something like that. And then I could also, let me go to the multiplier, change this to be, I don't know, let me play around with the values. I don't want it to be that much. Oops. Something like that, maybe. And then I could also make sure that it's not that slow, so maybe something like that. And then go to layout and Control Alt Numpad 0. Whoops, get out of here. And then maybe scale this on the x-axis. G, X, and then Control Alt Numpad 0. Control Alt Numpad 0 to align my camera to the view. Bring it down a little bit so that that happens right there. And then let's see how that looks like. No. It's kind of weird. And it's not even finishing all the way to the end. So how about I go back to Geometry Nodes and maybe put the letters a little bit more closer to each other by changing the character spacing. But I don't want them to get so close to each other that they bump into each other. Does that even make sense, the way that they're moving? Huh. And then let me see if I could just control a little bit more of this. It goes faster, but kind of like in a weird way. Now it's like more static, so the more I do this, the more smoother it looks. But then the less it moves, so maybe something like that. I don't want it to be too much. And then maybe, I don't know. Okay, so let me go back, maybe control this multiply value. Okay, so that makes it a little bit faster, but then the A is touching the D, and that's like not what I want. Let me look at it through here, the material preview. I mean, I guess that's fine. I just don't want to see it clipping through. And it needs to go through the whole animation. So let me go to layout, open up my timeline, and change the X over here to, let me put N over here, just move it over here, and then insert that keyframe, and now let's look at it. It should go through the whole way. Alright, so that's looking like that. Maybe just a little bit more this way. It's kind of still going out. Yeah, this is more of a swinging effect than a wiggle effect, but that's as close as I can get. Why is these two letters, they keep touching, and I hate that. It's so annoying. So I don't know how to fix it unless I can just go to geometry nodes and just work with the character spacing. So maybe 1.8. They literally still touch. It like physically does not make sense. Like scientifically it doesn't make sense. Like the way that the letters are moving just doesn't make sense. Like the D is going that way and then the A is just moving without anything touching it. And it could be the wind, but then it just no, bro, it just doesn't make sense. Let's see. Control Alt Numpad 0. I mean, I guess it's okay. Sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. If I go to, where do I go to? Layout, so I can see it. Let me Control S to save, and then render preview, and then this is what I'm looking at so far. So if I do that, I just don't see the E though. Honestly, it's fine, it's whatever. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, so let me go here to, where's my stuff? Output properties, create a new folder, desktop, and I'll call this daycare part 2. I really need to get organized over here. Daycare part 2, accept, and then I'll just change this to, where is it? PNG images. And then I'll leave it like that. Control S, and then just render animation. And then hopefully it works nicely. Oh, it's rendering the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me go to video editing. It's rendering this. Let me delete this. Let me change, go to encoding. Where is it? Oh, because it's not a video. Okay, I think it's fine now. So if I go back to layout, I can Control S and now render animation, and then hopefully it starts working now. Alright, yeah. Nope, I just hate the way that it looks. It looks so bad. Like, it's not even centered. It's because the D keeps going outside of the frame. Control Alt Numpad 0. Something like that. Honestly, I don't even care at this point. So let me just render animation, make sure that the first one, hopefully it's not... Where is my stuff? Like, I'm so unorganized. Desktop. Where is it? It's because after I stopped using this computer, I just did not care to organize anything. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Alright, so that's working out. Oh no, it's where I'm so confused right now. It's doing it again. It's rendering the old one. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's rewriting over, it's overwriting the old ones. Like it up to the point, like when I rendered the first time, it rendered up to 14 frames. But because I didn't delete them, it's like rewriting the frames over again. Okay, that makes sense because I see them changing. I think overwrite, yeah. Over here it's checked on, so it's like overwriting those images. It's rendering it again and just putting them as those old ones. Okay, so that's that. Let me see. After this, I want to try to see if I could make them wiggle. Because wiggling would mean that they would go like maybe like left and right. But that would work if... Nah, if I had more control over like the strength. Because it's a font, it's not really something I can do. Maybe I can try though. I can try... Let me open a new Blender file. And maybe just kind of do something with the cube and experiment and see if I can do that. Blender. Alright, so we're just gonna click on general, go to geometry nodes, and let's see, let me go to new, and I'll do Shift A, string to curves, and I'll just try to do one letter. So I'll do like W for wiggle, and obviously I'll do a transform node so that I could actually see it, change the X to be 90, and alright, so we have that, and then also, you know, the basics, so fill curve, right, to get us some fill, change it to N-gon, Shift A, extrude mesh, nope, that's the wrong thing, extrude mesh, put that in here, change that to 0.1, alright, so that's my letter. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do something with this. Oh, I forgot the join geometry, Shift A, join geometry, to join the extrusion mesh, and the fill curve, alright. So, let me see if I can work with this. So, to make it wiggle, how would I do that? So, translate instances. Maybe I could do like, maybe that has to do with something like rotation, maybe. It can move like this way, and then like something. I wish I could rotate it. I could rotate it, can I? I can. I can transform it with this. Let me do Shift D. I can transform it, or I can do a transform. Oh my god, I can do this. I forgot that I could do this. Hold on. I've done it before. Hold on. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I did it though without using geometry nodes. So let me delete this and then leave that here. And then, let me see. Go to layout. And then open up my timeline, press on N, and then if I want my video to be 80 frames, I could do that, and then actually maybe just 20, and then the rotation, I could do that. So I'll start off with I over here in the rotation, and then I can rotate it this way at like 10 halfway. Oops, let me rotate it again. Nope, not that way. A little bit like this, and then at like 15 I can rotate it a little bit like this, and then at 20 I'll go back to its original position, which was, oops, nope, at 20, how do I go back to 20? 20, I can go and click on 0, 0, 0, and then insert that keyframe, and I could play it, and now it's weird. Alright, so let me fix that. So if I go here, and then it goes here, then I need it to go here. Okay, well I don't need it to go there, I need it to go a little bit more like, or I could just, why would it go here but not the other way? It could go down and rotate, and I can insert that keyframe, not on the 13th but on the 15th. I would have to do it again. It's just looking weird, honestly. Alright, so how about I start again? Let me delete all the keyframes. Maybe I'll do like 30 frames. And then let's see, let's move this all the way back to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so something that wiggles, it would start off with maybe jumping a little. So it'll start off at the position that it has now in the rotation. And then let's see, at like maybe not halfway, I mean it is halfway, isn't it 20? Did I put 30 or 20? 30. Alright, so maybe at 10 it could go a little bit up, and then I can insert that keyframe at 10 there, and then at 20 it could just kind of rotate this way, and I can insert that rotation. And then at 30, at the end, it can rotate. Why doesn't it rotate the other way? It's so weird. I need this piece to drop. Can I just like, oops, okay, no. Let me see. It's not rotating because it's center of mass. So how about I do object set origin to geometry to origin, origin to center mass volume. That didn't do anything. Is it because it's not an actual mesh yet? It just doesn't make sense. I'm trying to get the left part to go down, but I can't do that without moving. It just, why is it there? That's my question. Control A, scale, object set origin to center mass. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Set origin to geometry. Set origin, geometry to origin. Nope, set origin to 3D cursor. There we go, beautiful. But then that messes things up. So let me see. I got it right the first time, and then I just need to go back down. Let me object set origin to origin. I mean geometry to origin, but it's not doing anything. Set origin, origin to geometry. Set origin to 3D cursor, and then do that, maybe, and then insert that at 30, and then let's see if that creates a wiggle effect. Kind of, sure, maybe, I think so, I think it does. That's kind of like a wiggle effect, right? I think it does. Okay, I think that's okay. So I'll do that, right? And then, let's see. So if I just go to geometry nodes and I change that to be something like wiggle, I believe it would do the same thing for the rest of the letters, but just like at the same time. So let me N, right? That's just weird though. I need it to be kind of like only one letter, not one letter, but each single letter. I don't need it to go that downwards. I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know. Let's see, geometry nodes, font, desktop. Do I have fonts here? No, it's looking like wiggles. Alright, so let me use that font, layout, go here, but it's just so static. So maybe geometry nodes, and then I can do, let's see, what am I doing again? Shift A, I want to do some character spacing. So let's do 1.2. And then layout. It's just like, no. It's a no for me. Because like, look, it's all going at the same time and I want it to like do it individually. I guess I could do that. Let me think, how would I do that with an empty? But they would bounce. Interesting. And maybe like instead of like going down here, I can move this. Wait, I can go here, it goes back here. Or instead of going down here, it doesn't let me. Okay, how about that? I can just go here and insert that. And then just move that over here. Oops, nope. Control Z. Move that here, and then go back over here and insert that. And then let me see what it looks like. Oh god, that's horrible. Alright, how about we just go here to the N. Oh my god, what did I do? Okay, N panel for this, and then look at this one over here at this certain position, and then just kind of bring it down a little bit. Insert that instead. Still too high. Still too high. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's so weird. I guess I could do this, and then I could also, let me go to geometry nodes. Maybe I could also work with the translate instances and see if that comes up with anything. I don't know, I'm just making this up as I go. So translate instances, go here, and then let's see, let's do Shift A and add an empty sphere. Change that to a single arrow in object data properties. All right, and then I'll do Shift A, get the position of each letter, Shift A, and get a, what am I getting again? Oh, a vector math node. That's not how you spell vector. Okay, vector math, put that in there, and then Shift, oh, actually not Shift A, I just have to grab the empty and just drag it into here to get the object information node, change this to distance, and then click on this one, location this one, and then the distance determines the translation. Now it's weird though, so Shift A, I'll do combine X, Y, Z, and then I'll put that in here and make sure that it's on the X, and let's see if that does anything. But then I would have to, if I did this, oh my god, that's horrible. It's, why is it attached to the letter? Tell me why it's attached to the letter. Why are there two over here? This is so weird. I'm so confused right now. Why? Empty, there we go, works that way. But I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be on the X. But it's moving so weird. They're moving closer to each other. Ah, okay, so maybe, okay, I'll do Shift A and get a color ramp. Put that in here. Flip the, where is it? Flip color ramp, now it's at the bottom for some reason. Alright, and then, this is so weird. Okay, so it starts here. Okay, so that's kind of, GX moved it to the left a little bit. Alright, so that's good. And then change the character spacing to be something like 1.4. See if that works a little bit better. And then also have to multiply. So I'll do a just a math node and multiply that value. Let's see. So GX is gonna look like that. But I don't want them, they're like literally overlapping. So how about I do, let's see, -2. That's too much. -1 GX. That's still like bad. Alright, let me do 0.01, 0.02, I guess. GX. Still weird. It's like going too far. So let me think how I could do this. I could also do Shift A and get a float curve. And that I think would kind of make things a little slower. Let's see. Oh no, that makes it faster. Okay, hold on. And then this would make it slower. Nope, I literally see no difference. Okay, hold up. So that's the case. Trying to see. Alright, let me animate it first to kind of see where things are going at this point. So I'll begin before it starts affecting the letter W. So I'll go to 0. And I'll just, I'll do that. And then I'll press I to insert that keyframe. And then I'll go to keyframe 30. And I'll just do G, X. And then insert that keyframe on the X location, press N, and then let me see what that looks like. Oh my god, that's literally the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. What is that? Alright, so back to geometry nodes. I'm gonna get this right, okay? I'm gonna try. Okay, so character spacing. If I do 2, that's just gonna be a little... Okay, so now let's go back to the beginning. It's just so weird. I would just have to like individually do it for each letter unless I can figure out a way to do that in geometry nodes. Okay, so maybe, okay, I can do, let's see, what about transform? Is there transform instances? Transform instances? No, there's a transform though. So how about I do that instead of, oh, well, it is part of the translation, which is super cool. So I can just connect this to this, and instead of translation, I can do rotation. No? Okay, that's great. But it works with translation, but why doesn't it work with rotation? I'm so confused. Why doesn't it work over here, but it works... What? How is it even possible? So it's not, it doesn't, what? I don't even understand here. Okay, I want it to rotate this way. I want it to rotate kind of this way, but then also kind of go this way. Let me try to think. Why would it work with translation? It's the same thing, but it doesn't work with rotation. And it doesn't even work with translation in this case either. Let's see. So let me think. If I go here in translation, that doesn't work. Shift A, actually, let me just go to nodes. No, add. And then, is there any way that I can have it follow a path? No. Curve primitives, no. Geometry. Merge, separate, transform. What is that? Add a node to the active tree. Instances, it's instances on points, instances 2 points, realize instances, rotate instances, maybe that one. Oh, this one. Oh my god, stop. Let me try this. So this one goes into here. This, let me go with this geometry. Oops. The geometry, join geometry goes, let me just grab it over here so I can see it. This one goes into the instances, and then this one would do rotation. No way. Layout, let me see. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, and then I would want this to go, let's see. Whoa. And the pivot point. So that would be the x-axis, or maybe I could do the y. How would that look like? I wish there was like, I could play it over here. I could open a new window. Hold up. Oops, excuse me. Vertical or horizontal? Let's do a vertical split over here. Have this be layout. 3D viewport. I can't see this. I'm so confused. Wait, no, I want to go to layout over here. Is there any way I can go to layout? Or you know what I could do? Just go to layout here. Geometry node editor, open up here. Vertical split and open up the geometry node editor here. And then just open up, oh my god, what is this? Whoa, these are my nodes. Alright, well I don't need you, so you go here. And now I can play it over here, so that's a good setup. What was I doing again? I forget. I was just gonna play it so I could see it. Alright, so as it goes through, oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, this is actually so amazing. Okay, hold up. So you can see that they move a little bit like backwards. Okay, so that works. That's because it's on the Y. What if I do Z? Oh, yes, now it's okay. I'm really excited. This is like really nice. It's a new thing. Alright, so 0.001. Alright, so we're in the right path. I just need to figure out a way so that it kind of rotates like not that fast. So maybe what if I were to, oops, okay. So let me pause it, go to the beginning. So I needed to start, what if I started here? Alright, and then it goes to the Z, and it goes, what if I change the pivot point? Interesting. If I just play around with these values. Oh my god, what is that? It's like, oh wow. Wow. I can, oh my god, if I ever make a grandfather clock, I can use this effect to, you know, because the W is going like all the way over there. Alright, so the less swinging it does. So right now it's kind of just like swinging. It's rotating this way. And now it's going downwards. I just set this to 0. I'm gonna play around until I get what I want right now. Okay, so set this to 0. This, I don't want it to go down, honestly. This goes up if I do negatives. I don't want that then. And then if I do the Z, it kind of goes, that's kind of what I want. That's actually, yes, that's what I want. If I just get rid of the, where's the letters themselves? Just get rid of these. Just paste, oops, okay, great. And then just play it now. I'm just gonna see that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of the rotations that I did earlier, and then I'm just going to make sure I just rotate it back to normal. So R, and then, you know, move it there. Let me turn on my shortcuts. Alright, so now it's looking a little bit like that, but then I needed to go the other way also, and how would I do that? So I would need it to go to the right also. I needed to have the opposite effect. So I need that to happen. And then I needed to kind of flip. Is that what I wanted to do? Do I want it to flip? Or do I want it to start from the end? No, I want the stuff to flip. What if I flipped it? Oh god, that's horrible. Alright, flip color ramp. Then maybe Shift D. Is there any way to do it again, but then have the pivot point instead of being, okay, right now it's 0.6. But if I do the opposite, literally nothing changes. So 0.6 on the Z. It's on the Z right now. Like, it's rotating on the Z, which means it's like rotating along the Z axis. But the last time I did that was a Y. So it's rotating along the Y axis. And if I do the Y, then it's going to rotate, should go like that, like swinging. If I do X, it goes that weird way. But I want the Z. So if I do that rotation, I need it to go, let's see, I need it to be, what if I change this to this? Whoa, that's like very rigid. And this is really fast, and it's really kind of like, so maybe this. Alright, I just needed to have like the opposite effect now. How do I do that? Now that's the question. So I have rotate instances, and then I don't know, do I do it again? If I put this in here, how would I do another rotation and put that in there? But then how would I do that? So maybe get rid of that, and then how about I do another one of these, shifty. No, because I want it in the same direction. I just want the rotation to be different. So rotation, but then needed to be like negative, and then I would have to, and I can't have two instances here. That just doesn't work. So let me think how I would do that. If I wanted to rotate again, so I don't need that. Let me X out of that. I just needed to do that and then go back the other way. What if I do the opposite? What if I start at 30 and go the other way? That's, I go here, it goes back to its original position. Let me think. Was this supposed to add? This wasn't supposed to take. What? This was supposed to be a multiplier, not an add. No, it's not doing anything. Isn't that great? Alright, there we go. Now it's changing. Okay, don't want that to be crazy. Ooh, okay. Oh, so this is what... Oh my god, I figured it out. It's this is what, oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is what changes the direction. So if it's negative, well, if it's positive, as you can see, it goes to the left, and if it's negative, it goes to the right. Or at least it rotates to the right. So I want that to be the first thing, but then I also want it to be, I want this whole thing to repeat. How do I do that? I want it to repeat, and it's not as if I could apply it. Could I apply it? I can't do that. If I apply it, it just disappears. Let me do Control Z. Let me see. How would I do that? If I multiply it, I need it so that I can do Shift D. Oh, I can have two values. Whoa, that's crazy. What about X? Ooh, they can go in a circle. But what if okay, what about Y? Then it would just be kind of wiggle around like that. Oh, they could also go in a circle this way. What if can I do two Z values? No, I can't, right? So that would be Z. But then okay. And I can't do two of these, right? I can't. That sucks. What about if I do the pivot point? This is a rotation. And then the pivot point would be, I don't know, I'm just kind of making things up as I go now. I don't think that even does anything. What does clamp do? Okay, so, I don't think this even matters at this point. Let me X out of here. I just want there to be, okay, here's my thing. I just need there to be like, this is perfect, right? But then I also needed to wiggle back to the left, to like rotate to the left. And that, I could do that really easily right here, right? All I have to do is make it positive, and I'll do that, right? Just make it the positive value. Oops. Something like that. And I'll rotate to the left. But, like, I can't do it at the same time, which is the problem. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. So let me think. It's rotating to the right now. But I need it to rotate to the left. How do I do that at the same time? Alright, so I figured out one part by just looking these things up, so let me see. Translate instances, rotate instances, I already did that. Instance on points, instance to points, no. I mean, I don't even think any of these are map range, accumulate field, align Euler to vector, Boolean math, clamp, vector, vector math, vector curves, separate XYZ, volume, group. Ooh, this is pretty. So let me see now. Layout. Let's see. Can you follow? Separate XYZ would do something different, wouldn't it? How would I use that? If I have the multiplier value, it goes into, it's not a vector though. It would have to be, those values. It would have to be the geometry location. I could separate, let me Google it. Separate XYZ Blender use case. Oh no, I want that in geometry nodes. Alright, let's see, geometry nodes. Are you kidding me? Can you just please answer my question? Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Nodes geometry? Like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? What does this mean, Google? This has never happened before. Nodes? Thank you. Alright, split a vector into its individual components. Input vector, standard vector input. It splits a vector into individual components. Interesting. How to use separate XYZ. The complete beginner guide to Blender knows how to control the positioning attribute when working with blah blah blah. So let me see. So if I were to just get the vector of, okay, let me play around with this. So if I were to just go here, and in the join geometry, I would just put, I don't think I could put geometry. Can I? I can't put geometry there. I could, though, put the location, right, of the object, which is nowhere to be found. Oh my god, is it the pivot point? Hold up, let me just, alright, so this pivot point goes all the way, I can't even connect it because I can't see anything. Let me just move this one over here. So pivot point, does that do anything? It literally does nothing. Alright, that's great. I'll leave it there, I guess. So does that mean that I can control each individual letter if I use separate XYZ? But then what vector would I put in there? What a learning day today is. Okay. Blah blah blah. Gotta look at images. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, is Google down? Is the world ending? Because that's the only excuse. Because how can Google be down? Is it my internet? What is going on, Google? Is Google down? Okay, great. That's amazing. Let's try Microsoft Internet or whatever it's called. Internet. What's it called? Edge. It's called Edge. That's what it was called. Edge. Microsoft Edge. Alright, so separate XYZ node in Blender. Alright, so let's look at what this says. Let's look at images. Alright, so let's see how people use it. Alright, so separate XYZ. So there's a what in the world is this talking about? So there's a geometry node and its normal is connected to the vector. Oh, hold up, normal, that sounds familiar. So normal would be the line that's kind of like the average of all of the vertices. Or would that be the normal? I'm so confused, I don't even know. Okay, so hold on. So doesn't that have to do with color? Girly is confused. Combine XYZ. All I see is combine XYZ. This is so difficult to understand. What? So useful. How to separate XYZ for applied what? No, I don't even know. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Okay, if I could just, I don't understand why this has to be so complicated. Okay. Currently, it's looking like this, but I needed to do the same thing, like the opposite. I needed to go to the left also. How do I do that? Let's see. Let me think. So I have rotate instances, selection, pivot point, local space, the rotation. Is this, okay, this is just, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to do this. Okay, hold on, let me think. So it could wiggle, and then it would go to the right, but it needed to go to the left also. I need to do like that. That's what I needed to do. Actually, that's not what I need to do because it's still going to the right no matter what I do. It's not even finishing. I'm so annoyed right now. Okay. Let me think. I could do. Let me just Google. Literally, let me Google and see what people done before. How to make string wiggle in geometry nodes. Let's see what people have done. Because I have half of it, I need the other half. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm actually gonna cry. Where is, okay, you know what? Let's go to Edge again. Wow, I cannot believe Google is failing me today. So Edge. Okay, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, how to make, geometry, node, string, wiggle. Oh, in Blender, I should have specified, you know, because, okay. Blah, 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 no. Wave on a string, waves. Wiggle the end of the string to make waves, no. How about Blender? Or I could just do like wiggle text Blender. Wiggly text animation. Yes. Is that geometry nodes? 2015? Oh please, that is crazy. Blender wiggle bones? Are you serious? That's so funny. Wiggle bones. Working with the wiggly selector for text. There's a wiggly selector? Stop, you're joking me. Oh, that's After Effects. I was like, there's no way there's an actual wiggle selector in Blender. Let's see. How to make a wiggly text animation. Wiggly text. No. 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 Okay, maybe I'll watch this video, see what their result is. I'll be back. Oh my god, so you won't believe it. The first thing that this person did was use a separate text object. See, I knew I was on the right track. I had the separate XYZ thing, but I just had no idea if it was like something, like how did I use it? But like this is 2015 and I don't think that exists anymore. Separate text object. And they also didn't use a string. They did this using like the layout. I don't think, okay, let me do Shift A. Let me see, is there a separate geometry? There's a separate components. Okay, let me try that then. So let me go to layout. I'm already in layout. Okay, so then I'll just do Shift A and add a text the manual way, if I could find it. All right, and then just press N. Whoops, not N. Let me go to object or transform object properties. All right, and then let me just bring it up a little bit on the Y. Edit mode, and then backspace, and then I'll call it, what am I gonna call it? Same thing, wiggle. And then I'll just make sure, how do I go back to the font? So it's A, and then I can select the font here, change the font, and grab that font that I have saved in my desktop somewhere. I don't know where though. Okay, this one. Alright, so that's looking like that. And then what's the character spacing that I have in the geometry node? So I have 2 meters, so I'll do over here. If I could find the character spacing. Okay, character spacing, so I'll do 2. Alright, so it's looking like that. And then I should probably do caps lock, so wiggle. Alright, so that's kind of the same effect. Okay, 2 ways you can do that. Alright, so now if I want to do a new geometry node system, I click on new. Why are they so far away? Alright, so disconnect the input from the output, don't need that. Alright, so then here there's not a separate text, but there is a separate geometry node, and maybe I want to look into separate at components. What's the difference between these two? I can return it as an instance. I could also return it as volume, curves, point cloud, and mesh. Here, I could only, I don't even know. Oh, I do need the input, because this time it's the text itself. So what if I do this, and then selection? What do I do then? Like, what do I do? Separate geometry, and then spline instance. What's the difference between these two? Oh, okay, hold on. What if I do this one and return it as a mesh? Or instances. Then I don't see it. Interesting. It's curves, don't see it. Mesh, can see it. Point cloud, can't see that, but I'm pretty sure if I do like the volume thing, that would work. Interesting. But what can I do then? Separate component and separate geometry. Oh, forgot, this doesn't work. Okay. Separate, why am I caps? Okay, separate components versus geometry nodes. Separate components node. Geometry, separate output for each type of data in the geometry. Inputs geometry. How do I get those outputs then? Let me read this more clearly. So the separate components node splits a geometry into a separate output for each type of data in the geometry. How do I access those outputs then? Or it's any possible data. Geometry, standard geometry input, the node has no properties. Mesh component of the input geometry, point cloud component, curve component, instances component of the input geometry. Even if the instances contain geometry data with one of the other types, all instances will be added to this output. A realized instance node can be added to move the data from geometry instances to the corresponding outputs. What? Okay, but like, can you show me an example? I'm like lost here. I need help. What are fields in geometry nodes? Blah blah blah. Separate collection objects by length. Splitting geometry into separate objects. Autodesk? No. That reminds me of AutoCAD. Those are some interesting days. Geometry node, point, separate node, branch, blah blah blah. Component. Okay, let me just look at the video. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, stop. That is like what it is. Look, it's the same thing. It's like curve mesh. Okay, let me finish watching. Alright, so as I'm watching the video, they're using this thing called I don't even know, like a list and like an object and like a loop thing, which logically it makes sense. It reminds me of Python. Actually, it reminds me of what I'm doing. What am I doing? Like JS, like when I have like an array or a list of things, it like iterates, like it loops over the list, and so then I can access each list, and then it's connected. So each thing in the list, right? In this case, it's the text, like each letter is an object, and so the object is connected to the objects right here in the object transform node, and that's how each individual object is going to be transformed, like individually. That's how it accesses each individual object. But I don't know, this is 2015, like these nodes, they don't exist, like I don't see them. So let me try to see if there's a loop node. I mean, I don't know, like we'll see. There could be equivalents. So I'll do Shift A. Let me see if there's a loop. There's a G loop index. I don't even think that's from Blender, honestly. Index, no. I mean, maybe. No. Okay, Shift A. There's also like an object. There's object info, but there's not object, what do you call it? Group or list. Oh, hold up. This socket value has not been computed yet. Okay, maybe that's kind of the equivalent. If this is the geometry here, I can go into here. Or not. Okay, that's great. I could iterate over it then. Let's see. Maybe it does want to loop. There's nothing that says loop though. Iterate. No. I think I would have to individually give them. I don't even know. What? No, go back. Where am I? Okay. And there's this thing called like a sub-program. Like, what is this? Divide numbers, object ID key. That's not even a thing anymore. Oh, that's the object information node. Oh, that's so cute. In what? Initial transforms? Someone help me. Object? There is no loop input node though, so how would I do that? Let me edge it, because I can't say let me Google it, because Google's not working. Loop, input node, Blender, equivalent, not equivalent, equivalent. It's not how you spell equivalent. How to loop a value input nodes. What? Oh my god, I just closed my page. Isn't that great? Alright, let me see if there's something related to input. So I could do add There's input somewhere in here, so input. Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's right here. ID, index, name attribute, the normal, the position. But then, what? Okay, so let me do add, input, where is it again? There's also index, adding node to the active tree. There's a vector, a value, string, but that would be like input from me though. Collection info. What is this? Oh, that would literally be a collection. But I don't want that. Okay, so let's do add. Let's see, is viewport, integer, color, object info, material, string, value, vector, index, it's an input itself. I kid you not, I don't know what to do. So the text could be the object information, and then as an instance, or I don't even know. This is the same thing as this. Like, it would literally be, if I were to just connect this here, and then I were to just connect this here, oh, I wouldn't see it though, but as an instance, relative, original. Interesting. Let me see what the problem is. Geometry cannot be retrieved from the modifier object. Oh, great. Okay. Separate geometry. I don't even know what to tell you. Add input object info. This is a string, a value, a vector. Is even good? Oh my god, I don't even know. These don't exist. Like, and they exist in some other form. I just don't know how to do that. Ooh, maybe this.
Let's jump over to the compositing layout, and here.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a different video, same thing. There's like, is there a text section here? Add. There is. Oh my god. There is a text section. Oh my god, stop. Slice string, special characters, string length, string to curves. Am I dumb? I've been using string to curves every day. Like, why haven't I noticed that there's a whole category of text? Maybe I could use slice string. What does that do? Hello. And then put that in. Let me delete this, delete that. Can I put this? Okay, let me delete that, delete this, go here. Put this in, whoops, as the geometry. No, I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. The length. Can I put this here? Then what in the world? What does slice string do? It's a blue thing, so where does it go into? Add text, slice string, special characters, string length, value to string. And this does nothing either. I don't really need that either. Join string? Ah, that reminds me of pandas when there's like, oh, never mind. That's completely irrelevant to what I'm saying. Okay, let's go back and see if I could find a relevant video that was maybe made, I don't know, in the last year. 4 months ago. This better be with geometry nodes. Well, this video was very interesting. I mean, yes, but also no. Like, yes, but also no. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, yes, it works, but also no. Like, I need this for geometry nodes. And it's something that, I don't know. it has nothing to do with geometry nodes, and I need the solution to be in geometry nodes. And maybe I could try that. I just don't want them to. I want each individual letter to wiggle as the controller, as the empty right is passing through it, and this is not going to give me that unless I try. So let me try. Alright, so I've done like 5,000 things. Like, this is crazy. Let me delete that. Let me go to the original. Okay, what am I doing again? I was gonna do something and I forgot, as I always do. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, so over here, and then, yeah, I don't know. Is there a sine thing? Sine function? There's a sine function here, but that's not in Blender. Maybe I want it to move instead of all this. Let me just bring it all the way over here. And then have it be the rotation here. And let me see. It literally does not move at all. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. But it doesn't move, like, at all. This is even, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, oh, obviously because the object information node has nothing to do with it now. The location. How about I put this as a vector for some place? Oh, now it's moving. It's doing the same thing, but doesn't do anything for the frequency. The phase does something, but it's weird. Out of the amp. It's literally the same thing. Oh wait, it's working. And then the amp, hold up. Wait. Huh. It's not working actually. No. Oh, let me see. If I do this like 100, what if I do like 500? I mean, it's not giving. Linear, what does that do? Ramp 0 to 1. No, it does nothing. If I put this for the value, I don't even think that's going to do anything. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? Oh my god. What is that? Oh, gee, what is that? This is what I get for playing around. If I do the... Oh my god. Look at that. They're all on the floor now. Okay, frequency. By the way, this function is from, hold up, I have my sources somewhere in here. Oh, it's from Bradley Animations. Let me just try to figure it out. Okay, over here. So I downloaded his presets, which I used to make these text animations with the liquid type of thing. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure that I have his presets link in here somewhere in one of these. I think I have them in all of them. Let's see. Yep, I have them right here. And there's even a video on how he made, well, a specific one, but yes, these are his presets on Gumroad, and they're really good. Alright, that's where I get this from. Alright, this is like really bad. What if I do like 20? Like, why is it going all the way over here? It's crazy. Oh, and now it's a little bit better, but it's literally the same thing. That's so interesting. But it's the same thing. It's like literally the same thing. It's still not what I want. What is it that I want? I don't even understand. What? Oh, wait, okay. Technically, are they not wiggling? They are, but I just want them to wiggle in the other direction too. So like when it goes to the right, I also want them to go to the left. Like when the empty or the controller goes through the letters, you can see they only like rotate towards the right and like hit the ground towards the right. But then after they do that, I want them to go to the left also, but like more towards the left, not just going back to its original position. I think that's it for today. I figured one thing out, didn't I? I think I did, right? I figured out how to do rotate instances, right? So that was cool. So this would just go to the rotation. It's the same thing. I don't need this function. It's not really wiggling though, which sucks. Let me scale that. It looks like that. Okay, is there really no one that does this? Like 2016, 2015, Blender, wiggle expression, but I need it to be geometry nodes. Let me see. Let me go to YouTube on here. Nope, that's not what I meant. I meant youtube.com. Alright, so, what was I gonna look for? Okay, so Blender, geometry, nodes. No, I'll just do Blender. Oops, okay, never mind. I'll just do wiggle text in Blender. And let me filter through this so that it's this year. Ooh, that's really cute. Okay, so there's this. Ooh, I did something like this once, but not exactly as cool as that, but yes, that's really cool. Jumping text. I did extrusion. That's the same thing though. Anything, animating individual letters in Blender. Oh god. Oh, that's pretty cool. Can anybody please show me how to wiggle text in Blender? Maybe this says something. Alright, so this man, he made a text, right, and layout like the other way, and then he converted it to mesh, and then he made each he merged all of the letters, right, into, what do you call it, he merged all the edges of the letters, and then he moved the origin of the letter to the origin of the geometry of the letters, and then that way he could rotate the letters as he wants, which is what I wanted in the beginning, but it's a little too late because I deleted that already. But let's see if I could try to come up with something here. I don't even know. Like, I already tried going to objects that origin to geometry, but the problem is this whole thing is a geometry. It's not each letter, so that's an issue. And like the pivot point, like this is just... it's just so weird. Like, how is that the origin? Origin, set origin to center mass volume. Like, it literally doesn't move. I don't even know. Okay. I mean... what if I just did 2 animations? So I went through it once and stopped it here, and then... no, that would be too much work. You know what? It's okay. As long as it goes back to its original point and looks a little bit like it's going to the left. I think I'm gonna stop here because I'm getting like a little... like really confused because like I'm so lost right now. Like I don't even know what to look for. Like I need it, like the video starts off with like making it its mesh and whatever, and I need one that is just purely geometry nodes. It has nothing to do with like the layout. I mean, like, is there any video that does that? I feel like there is not. This is really cool. Let's see. Oh, there's mine. Can I make sure that wiggle comes up? And filter it again this year. This is like torture, like actually. Like, why can't I figure this out? Ew, what is that? No. I mean, I don't even know why I'm looking so much into it. This is wiggling. Like, the letters are wiggling. It just, I want more. Like, this is my downfall. Like, I always want to figure extra things out. Like, they're wiggling, yes, but I want them to wiggle more, and I can't figure that part out. Because I figured out the setting, how to do it, but I just don't know how to do it so that after it's done doing the first one, it does the second one. Because right now, these two are basically saying, okay, move to the right as the controller passes by. But then after it moves to the right, I want to change this to a positive value so it moves to the left. This is the only thing that I have to change, like this value here, and I'll get what I want. It's just that but then the first part, it wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't move to the right. It would only do one thing at a time, and I needed to do 2 things at a time, and it's not doing it. So that's the issue. All right, so you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna go now. Let me join areas. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so this was like a little study session. I learned one new thing, which was rotate instances. And let me just end this at like 80. So that happens, and then obviously let me put this one, whoops, let me drag just this one all the way to keyframe 80. Oh my god, now it looks weird. Hold up, let me press N, item, go to keyframe 80, GX, move that here, insert that location. Ew, now it's just looking weird. Alright, so let me go back to geometry nodes. Let me go to character spacing, change that to like 1.4, because now it's not like swinging, it's just doing its thing. And now it's doing it like too forcefully, so I guess I'll go back to geometry nodes and I will change this to be, let's see. Okay, nope, it's the other way around. So the more positive, it's kind of like that. Something like that. Alright, I'm fine with that. And then let me just pull this down, press N, Shift A, Mesh, Plane, S to Scale, GX, Edit Mode, Edge Select, select this back edge, E, SX, and then to add a backdrop, modifier, bevel, and then increase the amount. That's too much, but okay. Apply that, right click, shade smooth. Okay, now to the colors, let me go and go to, where's the geometry nodes, select this, and then Shift A, set material, put that in here, and just select the first material that there is. Control S, I'm gonna call this one wiggle, I guess. Okay, great, just freeze. I'm gonna go to colors and get a color palette. Okay, so colors, a super fast color palettes generator. Alright, and I'm gonna call this 8822 part 1. Save Blender file, and then I'll go to shading, open this up, accept all cookies, get out of here, start the generator. What is this box here? What is that? Alright, and then this is still going. Alright, let me pick, oh my god, why so many greens? I guess this is okay. I mean, I kind of did this already. It's a very colorful palette. This one is really nice. Okay, I'll go with this one. I get out of this one. Alright, so I'll copy the first color. Can you just move so I can copy the color? Oh my god. It's not letting me copy because of this box here for some reason. Alright, let me copy that color. And then over here, I'm just going to do Shift A. Nope, not over here. Over here. Shift A, add a color ramp. Put that in there. Move this over here so you can see it. Alright, and then connect that color ramp to the base color. And then I will get an object information node. So I'll do Shift A, object info, and make sure that the random is connected to the factor so that the colors are randomly assigned, and then I'll start putting in the colors. So the first color, to select it, change it to be hex that color, and then let me pick another color. Wrong thing. Okay, it's not letting me choose a color. Okay, put that in there, select this one, hex, change it to that, and then I want it to be either color and not like a linear gradient, so I'll just change this to constant, and then let me pick another color like this one, and just make sure that there's some space in here, change that to the color that I just copied, something like that, and then let me pick one more color, maybe see if it looks good, and I'll do maybe this one or maybe not. I think this looks good without the green, so maybe I won't add the green. Let me do Control Z. I think that's good. I think that's fine. Okay, and then the background, I'll go to Material Properties and click on New, and then let's see, I don't know what would be a good background color, something like that. Let me Control S and go to Rendered Preview, go to Layout, Rendered Preview. This is what we have so far. So I'm just going to bring this all the way down, and then front view by pressing the button under the escape key, hovering over front, moving this, Control Alt Numpad 0, get out of that, press the middle mouse button. To go back into the view, press 0. Alright, so let me just zoom in a little bit more, Control Alt Numpad 0, maybe bring a little bit down, a little bit to the left, and then maybe scale this on the Z, bring it down a little bit more like that, and then I'll take the light and I'll just make it into a sun, change it to something like 3, G, Y, rotate it like so. Let me see, 0, so I can go back into here and see that, turn off the shadow, and then, I don't know, I feel like there should be more lighting. What the? GZ. Rotate it this way. Press 0, and now it's like really light, which is not that great. So how about like 1? Or change that to 2. See which is better. I just don't want it to be that much into it. So we could do like Y. Rotate it a little bit upwards. Oops. Definitely rotate it up. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I honestly don't feel like rendering right now. Let me play it. That looks so forced and so bad. Let me make sure I loop it. Press T and click on linear. I don't know, I really don't like it, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'm so done right now, I'm like so tired. Okay. And then I go to Output Properties, select a folder, desktop. What am I doing again? Daycare Part 2. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's actually what I did earlier. I have to go back to that, click another one. This is, Wiggle. I kid you not, I don't care anymore. Okay, Wiggle, accept, like, I'm so done right now. Render, animation. And then let me go to the other one that I was working on earlier and let me see the result of that video. Did I not? Oh my god, I didn't even do the video, bro. I'm so tired of this. Okay, so my X out of here. Where did it go? Go here, go to video editing, and then move this all the way to the left, and then I'll add an image sequence, and then I'll just go to where that is, daycare part 2, select the first one, shift, select the last one, add image strip, and this is what it's looking like. It's like more like swinging. And then go to output properties, select a folder for my video to go into. I'll create one, call it video, select it, FFmpeg video for file format. The container needs to be mpeg4 and the output quality needs to be high. Control S and then go up to the top, render animation, and then let's see what the other render is doing. So let me go back up here. And what's today? Today is wiggle. So it's wiggling. Yep, we can see that. So it's going. We'll wait for that, and then let me look at the result of what I just did, which should be done already in a few seconds. Whoops. Alright, that's the result of that. It looks very unrealistic and very static and like so forced. I mean, I feel like they should still be swinging. Like they stop so abruptly. I feel like I could have fixed that with the flow curve. I need them to like stop slowly. So let me go here into geometry nodes, and then maybe if I just add like another, actually let me go to layout, right, and then I'll just bring down the timeline a little bit, and then I'll right click vertical split so I could have the geometry nodes here, make it geometry node editor so I could see that stuff, kind of hide this. And then the only thing I'm going to change is the float curve. See if I could just create a new point, right, and just kind of do something like that and see what the effect of that is. Huh. Interesting. What about that? That's also interesting. So what if I just do something like that? That's kind of the opposite. So I want something maybe like this. They're starting too fast now. If I do something like that. Whoa. If I do something like this. See, that's much better. It's like slowing down, it's very nicer. There we go, that's what I wanted. Like I wanted it to still be moving as the other one moved. Okay, that's perfect. Yes, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna render this again for the billionth time. I might as well just start logging these because I'm gonna get confused as to what I did. Like I'm really lost myself right now. Oh Jesus. Okay, so what am I doing again? So day, honestly, today is such a tiring day. Like I am so tired. I can't believe I just spent like 2 hours. What time is it? I don't know. Was it an hour or 2 hours? I think it was an hour. Day 182, date 8, and then let me just I don't even care anymore. Okay, let me just do a bullet points of what I did so far, because I'm like, this is insane. All right, so I first went to day 180. What am I doing again? One day 183. Did I say 182? I'm so confused. 182. So what? Wait, what was yesterday? Okay, hold on. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, yesterday was day 181. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Oh, that's what it was. The Notion card. Day 181. So I took day 181. So let me mention that. Day 181. Okay, it's not even working. At day 181 of web development. And I made it do what? I made it swing? Question mark. And then I did like a new thing, and I did a new Blender file and used geometry nodes to make a text, or to make a string wiggle, question mark. And I learned about rotate instances node, about the rotate instances node, which helped. And then I went back to day 181 and and adjusted the float curve so that the swinging looked more realistic. In other words, so that the letters would slowly stop instead of, okay, that's not how you spell instead of stopping abruptly, like going back to their original position abruptly. So then that happened. Yeah, okay, so that's it. So now I'm pretty sure the other things should be done already, so let me look at those. Alright, so desktop, the wiggle frames, maybe they're not done already. Let me look at them. How many frames do we have so far? We have 76 frames. We have 3 more now. 77. 78. 79. And 80. Okay, we're done. So let me X out of here, X out of here. Where is the actual Blender? Over here. So now I'm going to go to the top and I click on plus, video editing, scroll this all the way to the left, add image sequence, go to desktop, go to, where is it? Wiggle, select the first image, scroll all the way down, shift select last image, add image strip, and then go to output properties, such as a folder for the video to go into. I'll create a new one. It doesn't even spell video right, but whatever. File format, FFmpeg, okay, why did I do that? Okay, and then encoding, container, MPEG4, output quality, high quality, Control S, and then render animation. And then let me look at the other one. So let me make some GIFs. This is basically, I usually do this off camera, but at this point, this video is like 5 hours long, I feel like, even though it's like, what, 1 hour? Let me see. 1 hour, almost 2 hours, okay. So yes, this is what I do. This is how I do my GIFs. Okay, let me open that. And then let me go to the video over here. And then let me open a new one. Pretty sure if I just go to the video here, it should be there in a few seconds. Okay. So this is the result, and it literally didn't even play. Great. Repeat and play. Okay, it's the same problem, and I feel like I can fix it with the flow curve. So let me just go here. Why did it do that? I thought I told it to take a video. Oh, it's over here. So I'll do it again anyway, just to kind of show the before and after. Oh wait, no, this is the first one. Bro, I am so annoyed right now. What am I doing? This is the first one. I didn't mean to. I am so lost. I did so many things. This is just all over the place. It's so unorganized right now. Alright, let me go and make a GIF of the first thing that I did today, which is not that. It's the swinging one. Or I could just do this one. I'm already here. And then I'll go here and just open this up again. Alright, let me open this up again. Alright, so then let me try to fix this in geometry nodes. And then as I'm like making some touch-ups here to fix this. So I had to create a new one, something like this. Oh, it was actually this. Hold up. It was this over here. This kind of like this. And then I could end up playing it over here. I could just open the geometry node editor, and then looking at the float curve, did the same mistake, play it. Okay, now it's a little slow. I do this. Oh, now it's repeating. Interesting. Oh my god, wait. It's really interesting, actually. And then maybe like not such as a steep, kind of just like it's very steep, so maybe something like that. I'm just gonna play around until I like what I look. What am I saying until I like what I see? But then I could. This is literally like torture. Like, I'm so annoyed right now. It's okay, practice makes better. Oh, wow, now it's like... What if I did something like this? Or what if I reset the curve and do something like this? That's what I had in the beginning. But then instead of this, something like that. So it's like slower to go back up. But maybe not that slow. Oh my god, honestly, is there even a difference? Like, let me know. Yep, definitely. Alright, so this is the bad version. I just don't feel like, I honestly don't feel like rendering this again. I'm so tired, and it takes like 5 hours. Oh my god. Alright, copy GIF link. Alright, so this was the result of that. It's like the bad version. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and fix it now. Let me just go and make a new GIF. Go to desktop and go to this one. This one was yesterday. Right, but I already have a GIF from yesterday. I don't need yesterday's. I need today's, which is what? Today's the 8th. Daycare part 2. There we go. So that's daycare part 2, so I'm doing that one, and then let me go get the GIF from yesterday, which I don't even have right now. And while that's doing that, I'll start rendering this again. At least it's a little better. But it's not fast. But it would be faster. I don't even care. I'm done. Okay, I'm just gonna render. Okay, first of all, I have to go and make a new folder. And I'll just do desktop. And I'll do part 2 wiggle. This is so bad. Okay, and then change this to PNG. And that's it. And then Control S, and then render animation. And I'll do that. Oh, I have to make sure that the video editing stuff isn't there. Let me delete that. X. Hello? Okay, now go and render animation. Let me look for wiggle part 2. Okay, don't load then. Alright, so what am I doing again? This is wiggle part 1. Oh, I was looking for day 181. So this is, oh look, these are new icons. Can I caption it? Call it part 1. And then over here, once I get that, I literally can just go to my old, not my old, but my account. Okay, let me just view original. I could have done this already. Okay, okay, this is not it. Hello? Okay then, that's great. I don't even know what's going on right now. Great, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go and beautiful. Go here and just go to my stuff and then wait for this one. Alright, so this is this one over here. Let me copy that and go here. So this over here. Let me get rid of that bullet point, paste it in there, embed image, and then this would end up being part. Oh, whatever. And just move this like so. Embed image. This is this part over here. And then I need the new part because that's not the new part. This was yesterday. This was today, but is that the new part or? Oh my god, okay, let me create. GIF. And then, let's see, daycare part 2. Is that it? Is that what I did? There's desktop, and then there's, this one. Daycare. Oh, I don't have the previous version because I overwrote it. Why am I like this, bro? Why? This is yesterday's version. This is today's version, but I don't have the previous one that I did today because I literally overwrote it, so isn't that great? I'm so annoyed. Oh my god. At least I have the wiggles. I'm pretty sure part 2 wiggle is done. Or not. No, it's not even close to done. Okay, that's great. I have never been this. I need a break. I just really need a break right now, but okay. This is part 1. This is caption. Let me see. This is day 181. Okay. And I think that's it. Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm literally done. Literally a 3 only because I learned something new, and that was the realize instances node. Like, I'm just so annoyed right now. Like, I can't even. I don't even know what blenders to put. Like, I'm so lost. Honestly, I'm putting this video on, like, unlisted. So whoever, like, like goes through all this, they have access to it, but I am not putting this video public because you could literally just see me like about to cry. Like you can hear me. Like I'm gonna cry right now. This is so frustrating. Like I'm so lost right now. Like I don't even know where anything is. Like where are my blends? Like literally someone tell me. So I have this one and then I have this one that I've been working on. So this one, and then, but I'm not even done with the other one. I'm not even done with the other one to put it in. What was I doing again? Oh, quick access. Yeah, I'm not done there. Oh god, okay. Task. I don't even know what I did today. Oh yeah. Animation. Haven't put the video out yet. I did layout. I don't know. I did shading. I did rendered mode. I did geometry nodes. Alright, title. I don't even know. I did like 5,000 things. I don't even know. I don't even know. Failure, man. Like I don't know what I did today. The purpose was to make something wiggle, and I guess I did that. Oh yeah, this is the original version. So where's my other one? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Create. GIF. And then go to desktop. And then today's what? That's not daycare, that's no, it is daycare. So that's yesterday. This is today. So you put that one on. It's the same thing, is it not? I genuinely give up. Oh, it just went more slowly, that's the difference. And then over here, it went more slowly. Or not, I don't even, oh my god, I can't do this. I'm gonna cry. This is the most frustrating thing ever. I bet I could have done this in After Effects in 2 minutes, but no, girl has to do it with Blender. I'm gonna do another, are you kidding? I can't do this anymore. I'm done, like, I need a pizza break. I'm gonna do another video because I just need some satisfaction of doing something right today. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Copy GIF link, put that in here. It's literally, I think that's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. Bro. Are the wiggles done? Wiggle part 2. Hello? I can't do this. Okay, let me just go to video editing. I'm already there. Let me see if they're done. Desktop. Wiggle. Nope, that's the wrong one. Part 2 wiggle. Please be done. Great, you're done. Add image strip. Then go here. Video 2. Select that. FFmpeg. MPEG-4. Output quality high. And then render animation. And then I should see that in a few. So let me create a new one. This is the exact same thing. This is so annoying. So this is not even like... Where is the other one? Did I just not render it? I didn't render it. Oh my god, that's why. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait, so... Okay, so let me go here and go to desktop and click on daycare swing 2. Such horrible names. Accept, make sure that's PNG, and then go here to video editing and X that out. Get rid of it. Hello? Hello? Is this thing like serious right now? Like, can we please get rid of you? Oh my god. So, hello? Refresh. Delete. Is this thing serious? Great. Okay. Can we just please get rid of you? Oh my god. Ow. Alright, so here's the problem. This thing is